This is what we wanted all along.
Yes.
Next week, it's Ralph and Darkside Phil teaming up to take on the casino. It just couldn't be any better.
He hired a sex offender.
He hired a convicted sex offender to be the co-host. He hired a convicted felon for assault on a female cop. Whoa, buddy. Some guy who can't even live in America. It's fucking Ralph. Then his co-host for week 2.
Guess what?
Is Mersh. The only guy online who might actually be even more down bad than Phil with the begging and the crying about how poor he is. And then we have received insider scoop on who co-host number 3 is going to be, and we're going to reveal it tonight.
Okay, you want to tell them?
We've learned who co-host number 3 is going to be. And as we go through our Whoa Buddies leading up to It's a Gundam coming on, we will reveal after the Mersh Whoa Buddy who the third co-host for Smart Guys is going to be.
Do you like Feezer? Cog?
No. It's amazing shit.
Whoa.
By the way, Archduke Instinct has gifted 10 subs. Mr. Quasterhopper for 5 subs.
Let's get some subs.
Flathead Round Teats Real for a sub. James for a sub as well. Nose Goblin with a sub. I'm just scrolling back. There's been a lot of followers that buried some of these
million followers.
Subs. I apologize if you sent in a sub and we didn't shout it out.
We got
Smelly Homeless Guy did 5 subs.
Theodore
Feezer the Bald for 30 subs.
Let's fucking go. Now listen, guys. This is how it's going to go. Okay, we have Gundam for an hour or two. But here's what we're going to do, guys, okay? We're going to read the funniest DMs that weren't read on the last show.
Yes.
With Gundam. Then we're going to watch Phil beg from yesterday. And
oh my God, it's so good. It's
the worst.
I watched the whole thing live, just fucking dying.
It's over.
So for those you don't know, Phil did a solo Smart Guys, or as he calls it, Smart Guy. And you'll see he's crossed out the S with a red X. And in the intro where my face is on the title belt, he scratched out my face with the red X. It's so funny. No, it's so funny. So he did a solo edition of this wrestling show. This must have been, Darkside Phil is always like super boring, pathetic, begging. But this might have been the most boring 2 hours that Darkside Phil had ever put together in his entire life.
That's saying a
lot. It was fucking brutal. Nobody could deal with it. It was so bad. Like detractors and dents, like nobody could fucking make heads or tails of this. And you could tell he was trying so hard, man. This was him at maximum effort, maximum energy, maximum showmanship. He was really trying to prove to me that he could do it, that he didn't need PPP to carry him, to hold him by the hand, that he was a solo entertainer extraordinaire.
Oh, yeah.
He tried. It was an attempt. But it was a terrible attempt, Phil. And he kept trying to be me at various points and do the sort of lines that I would do. He threw me under the bus on it for begging too much on the show. He's like, people always complain that PPP begged too much. This is coming from Darkside Phil. Which it's like, Phil, all I did was take your content, which the only content he has is begging, and take it to its natural conclusion, which was to make all of it begging. And just go fucking crazy. But the thing is, Phil, at least my begging was sort of funny. His begging on the show was just sad. It was just sad, bro. He had to fake donos at the end. Those last 3 tips were so fucking fake, bro. There was not a chance in the world that they were real. And he couldn't even fake tips to hit the goal. He had enough shame to be like, I can't fake hitting this goal because I didn't get any support. Realistically, he got about $30 of real support.
I heard 36.
It's like $36. He had to
pay
and move heaven and earth. And he had to fake it to get to the $100 because it would crush his heart if people didn't actually care about the cards. Because he really thought, this is the crazy thing, he really thought people were tuning into Smart Guys for the wrestling. Whoa, buddy, for the wrestling talk? Whoa, buddy. and to see him open trading card packs. And he really thought the trading card packs were like a good fucking gimmick, bro.
I didn't even know he was doing that. What the fuck?
And it just destroyed him that nobody cared for him to see him open the trading cards, which, by the way, he admitted to spending over $70 on each pack of 4 cards.
What?
The guy has spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on these shitty WWE trading cards.
I think you're under exaggerating. Ralph donated 100.
Oh yeah, no. So there's a point during this where Ralph sends in a super chat, and it's like 100. Oh my god, Ralph sent this massive super chat in. Phil saved. It was 100 pesos, which Phil thinks, because it's Ralph, it's like some big amount of money. He's like, I think that's $26, guys. Guys, that must have been $26. And everybody tells him, no, Phil, it's actually $4. $4. Ralph sent him $4, buddy, to cement the partnership. I sent in 100 Mexican pesos, Phil. I really love you, Phil. I support the show. Can't wait to talk wrestling with you for $4.97. Not even a full $5, and it's in Mexican peso. He couldn't do it in American because it was too shameful to just put $5.
You have to round up
100 pesos. I don't know which is more pathetic though, $5 or 100 Mexican fucking pesos, dude. It was just so funny. All right,
someone said $4.94. We're good faith here, so we'll take you at your word, chatter. Okay. By the way, so Ash, we have that.
And then today, he went on this unhinged meltdown. So first of all, he did like this insane cope about smart guys, where he tried to retcon that it was super successful and everybody loved it and he was winning and this and that. That was crazy. But it got even crazier.
Yeah.
So Phil, over 2 hours into his show, had yet to make $50.
No.
Like, it was like 2.5, 3 hours into his podcast. He had yet to even make $50.
Oh.
He went on an unhinged half-hour rant about the casino.
No.
About the detractors and how it's an insane cult and all this. Bro, he was fucking mentally cooked. And the thing is, at the end of his entire half-hour session of losing his mind, he received $2.
Oh.
$2, Andy. And he was just so fun. Iron Chef Sakai for 25 subs. Iron Chef Sakai, let's make it rain tonight.
Everyone,
we know you're a wealthy man. We know you're a king, Iron Chef Sakai. Let's do some big drops tonight to send Phil through the fucking roof. You know, just that one send by Iron Chef Sakai has rocketed Phil's blood pressure up like massive.
Because he used to be a donator to Phil back in the day. And then Phil banned him, and now he's here. Well, Obama Phone Pro Max 5G for 10 subs.
Huge! And Penitent Sin Real for 5 subs. And the 1 cent Wonder for a sub.
Wow.
Maritime Marauder for a sub. And Lowenson for 5 subs. Buzz CJC for a sub. The King for a sub as well. Lots of support already.
Okay.
And we don't even have It's a Gundam here. I'm telling you guys, though, this Phil to yesterday and today, like, Phil has lost it. He's losing his mind every fucking day, and it's so good to see. It's so good to see this guy just crash out like this. He's the biggest scumbag.
Oh, shit.
Other than the guys that he's chosen to work with, he's got a real murderer's row from the sector, buddy. That are all
Detractors are gonna love this shit.
Up with them, all of them wrestling fans, all of them completely insane.
Criminals, drug addicts.
You're getting to see, like, you thought shit was bad in the Snortex. It's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. There's like all sorts of freaks and geeks and shit in the Snortex.
Yeah.
But you guys are gonna see some fiends in the sector. You guys are gonna see some fiends. Phil is now officially a part of the sector. Yeah. He actually just totally joined up and decided to join forces with Ralph. All of Ralph's gay offs and doxings and swattings and schemes and it's just insane. And the best part is there's no doubt that at some point Ralph is going to turn on Phil.
And when
Ralph turns on Phil, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. I'm so happy. There's nothing, by the way, there's nothing in my own personal autistic dreams for my birthday. Because, by the way, their collab is like on my birthday. Ralph and Phil, as soon as it was announced as being on my birthday, I'm like,
are you kidding me?
God. Thank you, God. It's like literally like,
Oh.
what do you want for Christmas, PPP? Like, it's like, Jesus, you know? And I'm like, I want Ralph and Phil to do a wrestling show together. Granted, my child. Granted, my child. Happy early Easter. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Like, there's nothing else in the world that I would and they think that they're owning me with this. There's actually nothing in the world that I would rather see personally than Phil and Ralph have to do a wrestling show together.
Me too. And Mersh. Oh
my God.
I got hard. Whoa, buddy.
By the way, we got Juice in My Ooses, Real for 5 subs, Fat Backwards for 5 subs,
Let's go.
Dark Side Flow for 5 subs,
What's up, bro?
Mellows B for a sub, Suffa Horse for 5 subs,
Let's go.
Lion Robot for
God.
a sub,
Wait.
Dispatch for a sub, Politically Screwed for 5, Review Felt in North Korea for 5,
Ray
and
fucking
Duncan Koala for
100 subs.
Ray fucking Purchase for 100 subs! 1 million
you
subs!
motherfuckers. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh,
Hi.
buddy!
Let's go. Let's go.
Huge.
Let's go. Oh my God, my heart rate is 120.
Let's quickly do our first whoa, buddy.
And real fast too, just so you all know. So that's it. We're gonna read DMs that weren't read, that are the funniest, because a lot of it's really boring. And then
guys, there's 180 pages. We're not gonna read every DM because a lot of our time is limited with Gundam, but we're gonna read out, a bunch of DMs.
And then
we're gonna do the begathon from yesterday.
Thank you to all the fucking detractors and everyone out there. Hundreds of videos were sent in my thread on Twitter. I went through, I couldn't put all of them. I'm sorry. I got 11 of the funniest moments, and I edited a few to be a little bit more compact. Then, after that, we have some new DSP, and then at the end for the post show, when Ashton leaves, Psycho and I are going to watch the 3.5-hour June the King DSP
documentary. So you're going to get a full Andy react to that.
I don't know much of the lore. I've been learning it, and my mind has been blown. So let's start here because we got
Mr. Quaster Hopper for 5 subs. And Phil's DoorDash order today. When Phil is begging for this DoorDash all day, he finally fakes the tips to get there.
DoorDash killing fat wife sad for 5 subs.
5 subs.
Let's go.
And the DoorDash order got canceled. 3 different DoorDashers refused to take the order because Phil wouldn't tip enough. And then the order got fucking canceled. Phil had to get on the line with DoorDash in the restaurant. Shit. All right. So here's our first whoa, buddy. So this is the second co-host of Smart Guys. Week 1 is going to be Ralph. Week 2 is going to be this guy, Mersh. Now, Mersh is, as I said in the title of this clip, the only man online who might be more down bad than Darkside Phil. And his content is very similar to Phil, wherein he just sits there and begs and makes no money. The only difference is that Mersh says a lot more racial slurs.
N-word, K-word,
and
all that stuff.
Mersh leans more into the cats for his begging as well.
Yeah.
So let's have a look here. This is at the end of Mersh's show. He's done 2 hours of overtime stalling to try and hit the goal. He's nowhere fucking near it. By the way, he's just completely devastated.
I love how Phil chose 2 of the biggest racists online.
Oh, I know. Well, that's the good part about his co-host selection. Let's be real. But anyway, we got Penitent Sin Real for 5. And by the way, Mersh also is known for having strokes. Just unlike Phil, his strokes happen actually while he's streaming. So Mersh has had about 3 separate strokes while streaming because he's always just drunk and on pills and fucking smoking crystal and all sorts of shit. All right, let's have a look here. This is Mersh, 2 hours of overtime. Still hasn't hit the goal. He's devastated. Let's have a look.
I got 1 day off tomorrow, but I got to do.
So it's nice, isn't it? Like Phil already. It's just like Phil. Like this guy is Phil's soulmate. He's like, listen, I have 1 day off tomorrow. Just 1 day. I have to be back to streaming. But unfortunately, I have to do all sorts of things on my day off. Hit play.
Catch up with shit.
Oh, it's bad.
I'm trying to get.
He's having a tough.
Also, the bullshit, the dumb gay shit. Before we go tonight.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mersh.
It's so boring.
Mersh.
Not great.
Oh, it's not great.
The support.
Okay.
I aim to make a lot of money. And then like my birthday's coming up in May, but I'm not gonna make it to May.
He's not gonna make it to May. So it's to the point where this guy, he's poor, he's broke, he's stroked out,
he's gonna die.
He's saying he's gonna die by May. He's running out of money for food for himself and his cats. And he knows that the only day that he'll get donos is his birthday. And he's counting down the days. Now, it's not like it's April 25th, you know, and we're just like a week or two away. It's March 21st, and he's already counting down the days to his birthday so he can beg for cash on his birthday.
Oh my God.
And he's concerned he's not going to make it.
If you're new here, by the way, we have clips on the clip channel, links down there of this guy. It's unbelievable. It's just like Phil, but worse. It's actually worse than Phil.
Rally show. I don't know how to do a rally show.
So Phil, it can always get worse, bro. And here's Mersh saying he doesn't know how to do a rally show. He doesn't know how to rally his supporters to gift him money with an actually entertaining show. He's out of ideas. Doesn't even know how to rally them. At least Phil will come up with, I'm going to eat food to rally support.
I wish we had more time.
Everybody's asking, like, how's Mersh doing? How's it going? Like, money-wise or, like, financially?
Yeah, how's it going?
How are things going in Mersh's world? I'm really having a tough time interviewing people. It's really hard for me.
Is he playing that clip?
He's dunking on... Yeah, he's playing that clip. He's dunking on himself.
So you have to make me look good because I'm fall flat on my face and I can't face the music. So you gotta help me out. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I love you.
Far away from, that's $60 away from, we're not doing White Boy Summer. It's not happening. I used to do it like I've always tradition.
Mersh has made it as the goal. He's like, I'll play the White Boy Summer song. It's like, you know, you think Phil is bad with his desperation. Like, I'm going to eat DoorDash. Well, Mersh's reward, I'm going to play a right-wing song. Wow, what a reward.
Traditionally been like, we fell just a little short of that level, but I'll play.
Folks, he makes $30 a day, maybe.
It's grim. It's grim.
Oh, you know, we're close enough. We're not even remotely close. Like financially, the shows we've been doing have been a fucking disaster. I gotta figure out, like,
financially,
if I have to do door.
He's at the bring it back. He goes, financially, the shows we've been doing have been a disaster. To now where he's contemplating having to do DoorDash.
No, mundane Matt level?
Oh, no.
I mean, I'm okay with it. Are
you?
Far more okay with it than I think people would even imagine.
He's an alcoholic. How will he drive?
There's no way he's going to get a DUI. Can you imagine this guy's bringing you your McDonald's? He just crashes, takes out your mailbox, fucking puts a hole in your garage door. Hey, I got the DoorDash order for you.
Yeah, half eaten because he's poor.
But I gotta know if it's time to just
But his car was repossessed.
Yes, this guy. So just for those of you who are new, this guy's car got repossessed a couple weeks ago
while he was live.
Make the payments while he was live. He had to run out while he was doing a stream. And you could hear him arguing with the repo guy and shit.
And he had to use the Walmart financial center.
So he's burned every bank that he has access to. This is like Phil's future, by the way. He's burned every bank that he has access to. So now he has to, in order to be able to pay off the vehicle, because he has no credit cards left. He doesn't even have a checkings account. In order to make the payment to get his car released, he had to go to the Walmart Financial Services Center. He had to take an Uber to Walmart in order to contact the repo company through the Walmart Financial Services Center, which it took 3 different Uber rides to Walmart to figure out in order to get his vehicle back.
All right, let's smash this, guys. I wish we had so much more time to explain all these. Don't worry, we'll explain when Gundam leaves. Maybe we'll explain better, but we have to.
Or I'll just, you know what? Honestly, though, like that just sounds like a whole lot of effort, and I'd rather kill myself. I'll just kill myself, please.
He's at the point. He's at the point of threatening suicide for donos.
Donate
guys.
or I die.
He's like, donate or I die. He's like, guys, I'm good with going to DoorDash, but not really. I'd rather die, actually. So if you could just please.
Hey, Mersh, what's the goal? Not dying.
Wow. Let's hope you don't hit it, bud.
No one donate.
Would you let me kill myself and like I don't have to do this gay shit anymore? Like, let's just die. Like, that'd be tight.
Okay, cool. This is fun.
Yeah, guys, like I said, check out the I hope I get my YouTube back. I need my YouTube channel back. Like, if I don't get my
really-
YouTube channel back, like
Maybe dropping the hard R every 3 seconds is a bad idea on YouTube.
Another donut came through. Are we really not doing a white boy summer tonight?
He goes, I